Boy, Hennythemoor reporting live. I don't even got my lighting right, man. I ain't got when it got my lighting right. I ain't did nothing. I had to jump on here. I just got out of church. I was having a good Sunday, man. I went to church. I got to spend time with my wife and my mom and my family. We ate good, went to the movies. Everything was good. And then I got the break, and then I got the report. So not only is it bad news, it's even worse than we imagined, man. So y'all slide to the liquor store, man. We're gonna talk about it. If you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here for you. But it's rough out there in Cowboy Nation right now, man. We had some studs, that we were seeing develop right before our eyes, and man, it just seemed like the Dallas Cowboys can't have nice things, man. It just seemed like the Dallas Cowboys can't have nice things. What's up, James Simmons? What's up, Bruce? And listen, I am not the guy that wants to rush and report bad news. I hate bad news. But we got to be realistic about the things happening. There's still roster spots that need to be, access positions that need to be accessed. Injuries are part of it. You hate to see it, but we got to talk about it in depth. So just slide on in, man. Slide on in. Y'all know, y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Y'all know what's going on, man. Y'all slide on into the liquor store, man. Y'all slide to the liquor store. Yeah, man. He said no more preseason games. What's up, Dunny Holmes? Yeah, what's good, my boy? Craig, what's up with you, Craig? I see you. Heist, what's up with you? Too broke to pay attention. I see you. Lawrence Moore, man. I know, bro. I know. I definitely see you, more. I see you. King G, what's up with you, man? So, yo. Yeah, man. I see y'all, boys, man. I see y'all sliding into the liquor store. Salute to y'all, man. Salute. I know. Jameson Taylor, what's Gucci, man? What's up with you, my boy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. Yeah, man. So it's worse than we could even have humanly imagined. So let me get this pulled up for you, man. We're gonna talk about it. It's not the news I want to give y'all on a Sunday. On a Sunday, we want to have a blessed day. We want to be in good spirits. And like I said, I had a great day so far, man. Like I went to church. I don't usually get to spend. My wife don't usually have weekends off, so we got to spend time together. It was been a great day. And then I came home. I was getting situated. I took my church clothes off. I was parlaying. We finna watch a couple more movies. On the tube. And then we got that report. So according to Michael Gilkin, the Cowboys received news they feared today twice over. It was a torn left ACL for linebacker DeMorvion Overshown. And they also said that it was a torn left ACL for John Stevens Jr., the tight end who had been turning heads all preseason and all camp. So the Dallas Cowboys not only lost their third round pick for the season, because Overshown was our third round pick out of Texas. We also lost probably our best undrafted free agent. I was high on TJ Bass. I've been high on Cropper. But John Stevens Jr., he not only showed up in camp, he has shown up, over the course, of, he showed up over the course of the training camp. He showed up over the course of preseason. So, man, it's been rough. It's definitely been rough. And, they're not the only people that got injuries. You know what I'm saying? They are not the only guys that ended up getting injured. Schoonmaker time. Well, this is the thing, man. Schoonmaker was a second round pick. It should have been his time regardless, right? Schoonmaker has not shown anything up to this point for me to be excited for Schoonmaker. They've all played preseason games. They all been in camp, and Schoonmaker is somebody that's also coming off of an injury. Like he's coming off of a plantar fascia injury. So while I do hope that the young man is able to be successful and that he's able to go out there, and contribute to the Dallas Cowboys this season, like he's a guy that's been slowed down by injuries as well. There's unhampered, his progression and his growth. It limited the amount of snaps he's been able to take. So in theory, like it's plug and play. Schoonmaker can get can get more reps. But Schoonmaker should have been somebody getting more reps in that way. He's a second round pick. He should have been the guy getting showing progress. And as of right now, we all seen the preseason games. We've all seen. Listen, Landlord was at training camp. West Coast Cowboy was at training camp. We've been covering all the preseason games. Ain't nobody talking about Schoonmaker being this phenomenal tight end like that. He's decent. John Stevens was out there turning heads. John Stevens was out there, eating. He was out there going crazy. They showed versatility. They were able to line him up at a multitude of different spots. They lined him up at tight end. They lined him up as a wide receiver, both in the slot, and on the outside. So they shown that John Stevens is an athlete that suits Mike McCarthy mold for a tight end. I definitely expected him to make the team and probably supplant somebody like Sean McKeon. Right, so it's a big blow. I expected big things from him, and in regards to the Morvian Overshown, we play a 4-3 defense. So you don't understand what a 4-3 is. That's 4 down linemen, right, and 3 linebackers. Now we don't really stay in base that much. We actually stay in nickel over 70% of the time. But when we go to our base and there are 3 linebackers on the field, the Morvian Overshown would have been a guy that would have been a quote unquote starting linebacker, right? There's not another 3 linebackers on this team that's better. You can say Leighton Vander Esch, but I think what I've seen from him so far in preseason in regards to his athleticism, his suddenness, his explosiveness, his ability to move sideline to sideline, the Morvian Overshown was probably your second best linebacker, right? It would have probably been LVE, Overshown, and Clark as your 3 linebackers, in our base package. And now that's gone to the wayside. Hey, shout out to Queen Cowboys for the $5 super chat. He said that second and third O-line is horrible, man. That special teams sucked. Bad defense as well. I don't know, man. Yeah, listen, we definitely seen some guys, that played well, and we also have some guys that did not, do what they needed to do. Right. So it sucks, what I'm saying? But there were some positives. Before he got hurt, Overshown was a positive. Before he got hurt, Stevenson was a positive. So right now, in regards to people that have been playing well, in my humble opinion, Awesome Richards has played phenomenal. He's played phenomenal. TJ Bass has played very well. Right, those are 2 guys that you can stamp. Jalen Tolbert has played well. We all expected him to do so. So there are some, and Deuce Vaughn. Of course, I can't leave Deuce Vaughn out. And Rico Dow. He had a great game this last time out. So there are guys, that have come and showed up. Right, even Wanye Thomas has made some plays. There's guys that have been making plays. Kelvin Joseph had 2 back-to-back good preseason games. So there's guys that have been playing well, but as a whole, as a unit, our guys have not looked fantastic. What's up, King? Hey, shout out to my boy the Lunatic for the $2 super chat, man. My boy said prayers for a quick, full recoveries. Go Cowboys, man. That is some wild, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Matter of fact, yeah, that's wild, man. Whew. And just so y'all can see it yourselves, right? I'm a show you the official report. So let me go in here, pull this down, add this in. I'm share the screen with y'all. It hurt my heart to hear that, man. We all love Overshown. We all love what we seen for Stevens, but this is the official report. This is from Michael Galkin, of course, so it's official. Cowboys received the news they feared today twice over. Torn left ACL from linebacker to Morvian Overshown. Torn left ACL for John Stevens. 2 people familiar with MRI said both rookies turned heads in camp, showing real potential. Now out for the year. We can't have nice things in Cowboy country. Oh, and also Queen, they got you another raffle entry. So matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, let me add you in so I don't forget. So Miss Queen, they got you up to 5 raffle entries. So salute to you. He said, "What's up with you, Tommy Montoya? It's horrible, man. It's horrible." So that's what happened. They officially diagnosed him with that injury. We also had other guys get injured. I know that Walesko was not playing well when he got hurt, but Walesko did receive a shoulder injury. As we know, Walesko missed the entirety of his rookie campaign with a shoulder injury. But according to Patrick No C, it's the opposite shoulder. It's the opposite shoulder from what he had. So I'm not sure about a timeline for him, but y'all let me do some research. I'm gonna figure it out for us. So let's take a look at Matt Walesko. Let's Google him, find out what's going on with Matt Walesko. All right, so according to Todd Archer, it is better news on offensive tackle Matt Walesko. He suffered a shoulder injury versus Seattle. He should be okay and not the same shoulder injury suffered last year that ended his rookie year. So right now, and Michael Gill can double down on it. So let me screenshot this because I'm giving you the news as I find it because this shit is crazy. What's up, Too Broke to Pay Attention? I see you, man. Hoodlum, what's up with you? So let me send this to myself and upload it so I can chop it up with y'all about this news as well because it's crazy, man. Dallas Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Dallas Cowboys are, catching the injury bug in the wrong season. This is not the season for us to have injuries. This is the season that we are, that we've fielded a very competent team. This is the season where, it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. So hold on. Let me switch so I can send this to myself. All right, so let me go here. Send it to myself. Yo, King G, what's Gucci, man? Jameson Tate, what's up, Jameson? I see you. Joe, what's up with you, man? He said, I'm sharing your video, pushing like button, and slapping Eagles fan right and left. Hey, man, usually we slap the Eagles fan because it's fun. Today is the day that you slap the shit out of Eagles fan to take out some pent-up aggression. Because I am very down, man. I'm very down. So, hey, can we all agree Dak Prescott does not need to step on the field in preseason, right? So I don't need to see Dak Prescott. I don't need to see CeeDee Lamb. I don't need to see Micah Parsons. I don't need to see anybody. Anybody who is going to be playing for me in the postseason. Anybody who, injury could derail my entire season. I don't need them out there. Because if we're being honest, DeMorgan Overshown was going to be a starter. He was going to be a starter. He would have at least been the third linebacker in our 4-3 sets on our base defense. So that makes him a starter. We lost him for the season in a meaningless game. After we literally seen enough from him the first time out. We saw enough from him the first time out. Like he played good enough for me to know that he was a good linebacker. Elena said they slapping back today. Hey, what's up, Elena? I see y'all. What's up with you? Hey, I needed that laugh, Elena. They were talking about the liquor store. Hey, we're gonna send prayers up for you, Jameson Taylor. We're gonna send prayers up to you, my boy. He said, "What up, Hen? Slap the shit out of Eagles fans for making fun of our injuries. Trash ass fan base. Are they making fun of our injuries on the social media platforms?" I know there've been plenty of fans crying for the starters to play. And listen, I'm the type of guy. I only need my starters to play in the last preseason game. I usually want to use the last preseason game as a dress rehearsal give your guys a couple, give your guys a couple of series and get on out of Dodge, right? Well, I'm not even doing that this year. Like, I'm going to see. Listen, I'm not even going to play our primary backup. If you have already decided that Cooper Rush is going to be the backup quarterback, you should play Will Grier the entire game. If you already decided that Austin Richards is the swing tackle and that TJ Bass is going to be your primary backup guard, then Bostic, the dude I called nameplate last night because his name was long as hell, Josh Ball, those need to play. Like, we need to play this last preseason game. We need to play everybody that we don't care about losing. Everybody that we don't care about losing needs to play. Yeah, we needed Overshown. We needed Overshown for this season. And now he's gone. You smoke one for you. What's up, my guy? They were tapping in and showing love. So yeah, man. I jumped on here and got straight into the content. So I didn't give y'all my usual spiel, but y'all know the drill, man. Y'all come to the liquor store, hit that like button, hit the share button. Share it about 6 times. We practicing manifestation to manifest that 6th title. Slap that Eagles fan for that discount. And if you want to enter for a chance to win a Dallas Cowboy jacket or a Dallas Cowboy pullover, hit the Cash App or hit the Super Chat to enter the raffle. $5 an entry, and we'll do the we'll do the drawing on the 3rd of September. So you got all the way to the 2nd of September to get the raffle entries in, and on the 3rd, then we'll go out there and we'll draw the name of who won. Hoodlum said, "Who owned the market as linebackers?" Shit. Well, we might as well do some shopping, right? We might as well do some window shopping while we're in the liquor store. I listen, I ain't that kind of liquor store owner that says hurry up and buy. We can window shop in the liquor store. So let's look at free agent linebackers. 2023. Oh shit. Okay, I already see a name that I would like. I don't know if he necessarily a scheme fit, but I see a name of a linebacker I like. So let me share my screen with you. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look. Yo, what's up with you? First, it was Tony Pollard with the 49ers. Now it's Overshown and Stevens in Seattle. I know. August 29th. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Elena. August 29th is when the Dallas. When every team has to make the cut. When they make the cut, it's going to be over 1,100 people who end up as a free agent on the same day. So there's going to be a lot of guys to choose from. But what's up with your T, Richburg? I see you tapping in. He said, Elena. Yeah, thank you, Elena. But yeah, now it's confirmed. It's confirmed by Michael Gehlken. So for everybody that, that's just now coming to the liquor store that didn't get the news, this is what I'm reporting on. Michael Gehlken has reported that not only did Morvan Overshown, he suffered a left ACL injury, but John Stevens Jr. also suffered a left ACL injury. Both rookies, are going to miss the entire their entire rookie season to ACL injuries. I mean, Curse is already technically a linebacker, right? So when Curse is out there, we're in big nickel. But there will be times where we have to go to 3 traditional linebackers, right? There will be sets where we need to have 3 traditional linebackers out there, for the size, and Jalen Curse is not going to get it. So let's share. I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen. I got, yes, 2 ACLs and a shoulder. 2 ACLs and a shoulder. 2 ACLs and a shoulder. But yeah, these are the free agent linebackers right now. This is by Sports Track. Everybody down here, and they got a team, and then you go down here. So these are the available linebackers. 32-year-old Kyle Van Noy. Now, Kyle Van Noy is a guy that plenty of people may know, right? Kyle Van Noy, if I'm not mistaken, played for the Patriots at one point. Also played for, I I think he played for the Bills at one point as well. So let me pull up his statistics. All right, so he played for the Chargers, played for the Patriots. So Kyle Van Noy is 32 years old. He is a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He's in the Patriots all-decade team for the 2010s, being a starter on 2 Super Bowl teams. He actually had multiple tenures. So his first stint with the Patriots was from 2016 to 2019. So he spent 4 years the first time around. Then he went to Miami, then joined New England again for a 5th season. So he played 5 seasons with Bill Belichick. One of the captains on his team. He's a solid player. He's not a world beater. He's very smart. He's very heady. He has a little bit of versatility. You can bring him as a pass rusher. Even last year, Kyle Van Noy got 5 sacks. So Kyle Van Noy last year got 46 tackles, 5 sacks, and 3 passes defended. So he's older, but he is a veteran. He has a championship pedigree. He is somebody that you wouldn't mind bringing in here. So yeah, Kyle Van Noy. That would be the top person in my opinion to bring in. He, like I said, championship pedigree. Not a small guy. He's about 6'3", 240, 250 pounds. So he is a larger linebacker. Definitely could help us. Definitely could help us in run support. But I like Kyle Van Noy. He's at the top of the list for a reason. Everybody else out here, man, like I'm not really sure about none of these other guys. I never heard of some of the other linebackers that are free agents. So usually when you're a free agent right now, there's only a couple things. Man. Hey, salute to Craven Cowboy for stopping by and showing love. Yeah, hey, I'm glad that y'all coming through and showing love, but it's a horrible time to get together. You know what I'm saying? This is just like seeing your family at a funeral. Like, it's good to see everybody, but it's a very sad time to even be around people. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to see all y'all, but it's a horrible time, to see y'all. We're in here discussing, the injuries to our young up-and-coming guys. And this is the thing, because Overshown is going to have to go to IR for the season, and John Stevens is going to have to go to IR for the season. That opens up 2 roster spots. So both of those guys are going to make the team. Overshown was a lock to make the team anyway. He's a 3rd-round pick, and John Stevens Jr. was one of your best players, in regards to up-and-coming guy. He was one of your best players. So y'all said Gerard Davis. Let's take a look at him. Really, let me take a look at Jayon Brown first. All right, so 6 years experience. All right, so let me go pull him up on here. I'm gonna pull the stats up real quick. So Jayon Lee Brown is a middle linebacker. He was a 5th-round pick by the Titans back in 2017, coming out of UCLA. Does not have great speed. That's probably why he fell. All right, so let's take a look at his stats. So his best season was in 2019. He had 105 tackles, 69 solo, 36 assisted, 1 sack, 1 fumble recovery for a touchdown and 1 interception with 8 passes defended. So not bad, his best year, but his best year was a while back. And if I'm not mistaken, he did not play a single down in 2022 because he was placed on injured reserve. So he hasn't played football in over a year. And we're talking about a guy, like Jayon Brown. So Jayon Brown is a guy that hasn't played a lot of football in a long time. So that's probably why he's still a free agent. And it looks like he has a bit of an injury history because he only played 14 games in 2019. He only played 10 games in 2020. He only played 10 games in 2021. He didn't play a single snap in 2022. So he is not a guy, that seems to be healthy himself, right? He's a guy that gets injured a lot. Granted, the Dallas Cowboys have a great track record with keeping guys healthy, but like I said, if you're a free agent right now in this time, you're either older, right? You're not that good, or you have an injury issue. That's usually why you're a free agent this late in the game. You're old, injured, or not that good. So it's really a bummer when you lose a linebacker the caliber of DeMarvion Overshown. So that boy was going to take off this year. He was going to take off this year, man. He was going to take off. Oh, so let's see if we can overcome this though, man. So right now, Kyle Van Noy still look like the best option for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, so let's take a look at these other linebackers real quick. Gerard Davis, okay. So Gerard Davis is a former first-round pick. So he's a former first-round pick, okay. He spent 6 years in the league so far. Let's see what his overall numbers are. All right, so the crowning achievement for him in his career of making the all-rookie team. All right, he was a first-round pick out of Florida. He was selected by the Detroit Lions. Wow. So this is not up to date. He actually signed with the Giants. All right, so he signed with the Giants and then ended up on IR already. So he's already hurt. So he signed with the Giants and he's already hurt. Ain't this some shit? Okay, so we can disregard him. Yes, his absence was noticeable. The moment that Marvin Overshown left, it was very apparent, that the other linebacker was not up to par. Yeah, it's confirmed. Both injuries are confirmed. John Stevens Jr. is out for the season, and the Marvin Overshown is out for the season. So it's a wrap for both those guys. And Jared Davis apparently is out for the season. I don't even know why they still got him listed as a free agent. Not only is he not a free agent, but he's also on injury reserve. That's crazy. All right. John Bostic for the Commanders. I think John Bostic already signed now too. All right, so they're slim pickings. They're slim pickings. Anthony Barr. I mean, listen, we can't get worse. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Anthony Barr did not do shit last year. He did not do shit. So I can't even act like he is a plausible fix. He said, sit back and look at the pool. Well, this is the thing, right? So let me shut this down real quick. I want y'all to keep this in mind, because there are plenty of teams that have a lot of good guys that can't evaluate talent. So I want y'all to keep this in mind. And shout out to my brother Professor O for this tidbit, right? Because I think I've shown this a couple times. Keep in mind that this year everyone is doing a large cut down at the same time. With over 1,000 players hitting the market in a relatively short time frame, I don't think it will be hard to get players to waivers as we may think. Right? So, this is something that I've talked about before. So every team is going to go from 90. They're going to go from 90 people, right? They're going to go to 90 people to 53. So that means every team is going to cut 37 players. There's 32 teams. there will be 1,184 people that become free agents. Roughly 1,184 people will become free agents all at the same time, right? So that is probably the most realistic time for the Dallas Cowboys to pick up any player, because the guys right now that are free agents floating around in limbo are either hurt, not that good, or older than Methuselah. So I don't expect the Dallas Cowboys, to be able to properly fix that problem without a trade. Of course, I don't expect them to properly fix that problem until after the cut downs. Ain't nobody finna trade for a player when there were guys on different people's draft boards that are not going to make other people's teams. Yeah, and listen, that was an issue that we were going to have. That was an issue that we were going to have, bro. We were going to have to cut. We were going to have to cut some good players, just because we got too many at one spot, right? But we had a super deep safety room. We don't need all those damn safeties, right? Because Wanye been looking good, and we already got Marquise Bell. We already got Izzy, right? We're about 6 deep at talented safety. So there would have been a guy like Red Wine or somebody got injured, like that would have to get cut, and he's decent. I think, I'm not sure, completely, but there is a possibility that he signed with the Saints. I know that he went and met with the Saints. I don't know if he ever got a contract, but he might be now. So there will be 1,100, over 1,100 guys that will be free agents. So I'm sure that somebody, I'm sure that somebody is going to end up on the streets that the Dallas Cowboys can pick up to bring in a linebacker. It might even be a linebacker that they scouted, wanted, and they signed with somebody else, or somebody they scouted, wanted, and they got drafted before they got them, right? So remember, undrafted free agents, go on to become good players all the time. Ask Tony Romo. Tony Romo was an undrafted free agent. So I'm not saying we'll find the Tony Romo equivalent of a linebacker, in the cuts, but I'm saying there's also a possibility that we do. He said, Red Wine, that Chardonnay possibly. Man, listen, I would cut the hell out of Josh Ball. I'm not sure why he has a job. And now, if he was not 6'8", I would suggest for him to start driving trucks. But because he is a bigger fellow, and they will probably have, and he'll probably have issues getting in and out of the rig. He might need to go coach. He might need to go, teach somewhere. Might need to become a professional trainer or something. But I don't think he's an NFL level offensive lineman. What was with all them sorry ass tackling we were doing last night, especially? Yeah, that was horrible. Yeah. And listen, that is, unfortunately what the Dallas Cowboys do. When they say they like their guys, they do not be lying. Because Josh Ball, has failed every time they called on him, and he still has a job in the National Football League. Still has a job in the National Football League. So you say you're cutting Malik Davis. Yeah, Malik didn't have his, he ain't had the best preseason up to this point. Yeah, it was a horrible game. Started very well. Said Josh Ball with Let's Go was done. To me, Hoffman holds too much. Hoffman got beat a lot too. So I understand why he's holding, because he's getting his ass kicked. He said Rico's probably running back 2 right now. I would agree. Even though I like Deuce Vaughn, I think Deuce Vaughn right now is running back 3, just based on his size. But he is a damn good running back 3 to have. He's a damn good running back 3 to have. And I'm sure, because we do got Brian Schottenheimer, as our offensive coordinator, I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunities for all these guys to run the ball. Remember, he got in trouble for running the ball too much. That his critique was that he was taking the ball out of Russell Wilson's hands too often, which I don't really believe was a good critique. Well, Postal Pack, I like Clark. I like Harper. I do not like Cox. Cox is probably not going to make the team. I know you don't want to hear that, but Cox is probably the linebacker that has performed the worst out of anybody in preseason. When you see Cox, he's never in his lane. He's missing tackles. Cox has not been up to par. So Cox is on the damn bubble. Realistically, if Overshown did not get hurt, like Cox was probably gonna get his ass cut. He said Curse also plays linebacker in the box. Curse is technically still a safety. I understand what you're getting at because he does play. He does play in the middle a lot. He does have the green dots, and he is the guy that's out there a majority of the time because we stay in big nickel most of the time. But there are going to be situations where we can Curse out there. There will be times where we have to use our base defense, which is a true 4-3, and we'll need somebody slightly bigger. Because while J-Run Curse is tall, he's a little thin. The boy only like 200 pounds. Like I literally weigh more than J-Run Curse does. Shotty likes to run and shout the ball. Yeah, like I know Cox is a fan favorite for some reason. I know that he has all the physical tools to be successful. He just ain't put that out on tape yet. I'm sorry. I'm being honest with you. Like, if we had to grade out all the linebackers that have played, everybody's ahead of him. Yeah, you're right, bro. He is. He's all the way out of position. But I do, like I said, he is a great coverage guy. And like we've all said, he probably is better suited to be a damn safety. He's probably better suited to be a safety, bro. Because you ain't saying nothing wrong though. Yo, Big Ben and Rich, what's good with you? He said on that 14-yard touchdown run, Schoon and McKeon did good job on the blocks. Yeah, they blocked their ass off. Nobody is ever going to question Sean McKeon's ability to block. And nobody is ever going to question Schoonmaker's ability to block. They can block their ass off. The question for Schoonmaker is can he be a playmaker? He had limited opportunities in college due to injury and due to the offensive scheme that he was in, right? And then Sean McKeon is also a guy that got drafted because of his blocking. That got brought in because of his blocking prowess. And was hoping to develop into a pass catcher, and that never actually happened. So we'll see. I want them boys to be successful, but we'll see what happens. Deuce Fun's the real thing. I really want to see him get that number 2 running back spot. I do too, but I think they're leaning toward Rico Dowd just because of his size, his pass blocking ability. And Rico Dowd is not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I crucified him for that fumble, as I should, because that is a very key component to being a running back, ball security. But he had a great showing last night. Bro, I just got off work from 8 p.m. to 1 dog in Vallejo on the freeway, dropping off these loads of cement. Hey, salute to my boy, the original people stopping by, man. You put in some hard work right there, man. And I hope you slapped the shit out of some 49er fans while you was out there, man. Cause we sure got to step on them this year. Step on them. Well, Let's Go is day to day. They are saying, well, Let's Go is day to day. The good news for him, it was not, the shoulder that he hurt last year that caused him to miss his rookie campaign. But it is, something to look after. Cause man, nobody listen. I love, I love our scouts. We do a great job of bringing guys in. But like we always, bring in guys that are sort of injury prone. Charlie Jones said, "What's up, Hen? What's the news? The news is not good. We got 3 injuries to monitor. Of course, every time somebody new comes in, I'm gonna bring it back up. Every time Somebody comes in and bring it back up just so they know what's going on. So Charlie Jones, my brother, this is the news right now. Cowboys received the news. This is from Michael Gilkin, so it's official. The Marvin Overshown is going to be out for the season with a left ACL, and tight end John Stevens Jr. is going to miss the season with a left ACL. So both of those guys are going to go on IR, miss the entirety of the season, and hopefully they can come back better than ever in the 2024 season. So we know for a fact now, right? They're probably going to put John Stevens Jr. on IR. He'll make the team because he'll be on the team, recuperating. And then, Overshown is going to be on IR as well. So he said, let's trade for Isaiah Simmons. That wouldn't be a bad idea. It just depends on what we have to give up to get him. Yeah, man. Jamie and Cal, they don't want to see us be great, bro. But yeah, y'all please make sure y'all hit that like button. I know I'm giving y'all some bad news. Please hit the like button in the channel, and please hit that share button. Please hit that Eagles fan. Please hit the Cash App with a super chat so I can send y'all some good shit. My prayers got tomorrow, so you need still go tomorrow, also tomorrow. Hey, indeed. We're gonna keep praying. We're gonna pray every day. Yeah, Maji did not have his best game. And like nobody is going to argue that right now. He did not have a great game. But defensive tackle is a position, that takes time to develop. And he is one guy that needed these reps. I prefer to see this right now in the preseason than week one. You know what I mean? So we can help Mozzie by putting him beside our best defensive tackles. We can put him beside Mozzie. We can put him beside Osa. We can sort of mitigate some of that. You definitely can mitigate some of that pressure, on him, by also adding better pass rushers around him. When Micah and D-Law and those other guys are out there with him, and he's beside Hankins, is going to be better for him. And shout out to Charlie Jones for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you for the love and rocking with your boy in the liquor store, and that got you another raffle entry, man. So salute to you, Mr. Jones. So that's your third one, man. So salute to you. Yeah, I'm not even down on Mozzie. Like he still, had flashes of what he can be. There were times where he got pancaked and pushed around, like last game, and then the game before that, he was taking on the double teams. He was allowing the linebackers to come clean. So we got a mixed bag from Mozzie at this point. But when you're young, they're going to be growing pains. So I'm not completely concerned about it just yet. Right? I didn't expect the man to be Aaron Donald out the gate. You know what I mean? I didn't expect to be Aaron Donald out the gate. Oh no, you good, Choctaw. I know you're not talking about me. I'm just talking about it in general. Speaking of which, hey, Choctaw, I know you are Ohio State fan. So over the course of y'all football season, I need you to take some notes and slide them to me about some good Ohio State players y'all got over there. Choctaw, I know you ain't coming after me, kinfolk. I am not that thin-skinned. Give Mozzie time to adjust to the speed of the game. Too early to judge. Oh, yeah. So, Jamie and Cal, you a Buckeye fan, too? I like the Buckeyes. Now they're not my favorite. They're not my favorite team. I'm an Arkansas Razorback fan through and through. You know what I'm saying? Like Pig Suey, man. Like, hey, woo Pig Suey. But I do like Ohio State. That's my big brother's team. He said, "Nah, dog, it's gonna hurt me to see Dallas not being able to get him." Hey, man, I know that's right. So yeah, so this is what's going on. It's saddening right now. It's real sad. So yeah, man, we're gonna have to make something happen. There is not a linebacker outside of Calvin Noor that I want. And listen, even if Anthony Barr is available, I don't want him back. He wasn't good last time we seen him. Yeah, and listen, that's not new. There is not a lot of defensive tackles that come in are good, year one. Choctaw, don't do this. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that, bro. Don't even bring up the name of Chaz Green. That is like blasphemy. That's like cussing me out. Dropping Chaz Green in name. He said Cade Stover tight end. Okay, I'm definitely keep his name in there. He said go trade for Simmons. I'll give him a 3rd round pick. He said, Kenny, can you compare O-line blocking grade between Bruce? I got you, my boy. Let's go take a look at the O-line blocking grades, man. All right, so let me pull this up. Let's pull up PFF. All right, Dallas Cowboys. All right. So let's look at the pass blocking grades. Jesus Christ, this is beautiful. Oh, okay, hold on now. All right, so let me go ahead and share this screen. Yeah, let me go ahead and share this screen and we'll talk about it. All right, so hey, shout out Clevo, what's up with you, man? He said down day for us, but we still winning the Super Bowl. Hell yeah. Minor setback, man. Minor setback. We'll just have to go out there, and mitigate some of this stuff. All right, so here are the stats, judging by what PFF has. So if you just grade out the guys in terms of, their pass blocking grade as, doled out by PFF, my pet cat TJ Bass had the best pass blocking grade of anybody. He graded out as a true deep green as an 83 pass blocker. So he was phenomenal as a pass blocker. So shout outs to him. Rico Dow, right, pass block 4 times. He graded out as an 80. Hunter Lupke, pass block 5, graded out as a 79.9. Hendershot, pass block pretty decently, 71.8. So did Sean McKean as a 70.6. John Stevens Jr., 70.2. Schoonmaker, 70.2. Seth Green, a 67.1. Errol Bostic is a 64.6. Awesome Richards. Now, Awesome Richards, I will say this. I want to put proper context into this. Right? There are guys that graded out better. There is not a single person that pass blocked more, though. So all these guys that had better pass blocking grades than him, they did not pass block nowhere near. Awesome Richards went out there from start to finish and was pass blocking his ass off. That man pass blocked 78 times. Now, he did not allow a sack. He allowed 4 hurries. But out of 78 pass blocking attempts, and you only allow 4 hurries, 4 pressures, that is phenomenal. 4 hurries and 4 pressures. So even if let's say for argument's sake, all 4 hurries and all 4 pressures came on different instances. So that's 8 times. So out of 78 times, you only really got beat 8 times, and you held up. You still did not allow a quarterback sack or a quarterback hit. That is very commendable. So I wanted to put proper, context around Mr. Richards. So he had some pressures, he had some hurries. He did not have any hits, and he went out there and pass block almost 80 times. Right, so that's still commendable. That's still great. That is still what you want to see. And we all know that he went up against the first team at different points. Right. He said Ohio State will always have smorgasbord of talent. Yeah, they always recruit well. Programs like Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, Georgia, right? Florida back in the day when they you gotta be a good recruiter. Yeah, and listen, they are giving him fantastic, number of reps. I guess they do see something they like in Mr. Richards, because he is the guy that's staying out there. He's the guy that's staying out there. Y'all know I love TJ Bass too. That's my pet cat. So hey, especially now, right? Because guys are going on IR. I definitely see TJ Bass making this team. Well, this is just pass blocking. These are the pass blocking grades. So yeah, so Mr. Richard pass blocked the most. He still, and listen, this 63.6 was still top 10 on the team. So let's move this around. Let's go from pass blocking to run blocking. Right? Let's go from pass blocking to run blocking. Somehow Josh Ball, sorry ass, still is at the top of this list. I am not sure how it happens, day in and day out. But somehow he still is at the top of the list. So he pass blocked 27 times, graded as an 80.1. Matt Forniak run blocking 39 times, 77.6. It's really crazy. Let's see. How many times did they ask TJ Bass and Mr. Richards to run block? So TJ Bass is still struggling run blocking, if you believe the grade. 52.7. Surprisingly, Mr. Richards' run blocking grade was not great either. It was a 54.6. But I prefer, protecting my quarterback. So while these run blocking grades are fine, that's cool. I put more stock in pass blocking grades than just run blocking grades. If we're talking about guys making teams over people. He said Josh Ball balled. He balled in run blocking. I will give you that. And listen, nobody can say that Josh Ball can't run block, but he can't pass block either. Yeah. Like I said, Josh Ball, for as much as I criticize him, he is one of our better run blockers. That's probably why he continues to make the team, although he is a liability in pass protection. Oh, hell no. Listen, Josh Ball was nowhere on the pass blocking list. But to be fair, I'm very high on Mr. Richards. He's all the way at the bottom, towards the run blocking. So like I said, when you grade an offensive lineman, you got to grade, the different aspects of them. You got to grade run blocking, you got to grade pass blocking. All right, so let's see. You said that Josh Ball did well in the pass blocking. So Josh Ball graded out. He actually did not fail. All right. So Josh Ball graded out as a 62.9. He allowed a sack, had 2 hurries, and 3 pressures in 52 snaps. So still not great, but it's better because he had like an F last game. So he had a better game. If he can clean up his pass pro, then we can talk about Josh Ball. Yo, what's up with you, Darren Sutton? I see you. Yeah, he played better. He played better than what we seen from him. So I'm not gonna drag him today, even though I already said. What's the question, with the Sutton? What's the question? He went from an F to a D. Yes, Steele is not all that great in pass pro, but he is not a liability in pass pro. Josh Ball is a liability. If he can make the jump that Terrence Steele made, then I'm all for it. He has the size and the physical ability, but he has not had the showing on the field yet. Will Grier does just enough for me to have hope in him, and then he does just enough for me to say, damn, I see why you're the third string quarterback. This is my thoughts. Will Grier is entirely is way too up and down, so he can extend plays. He can extend plays. He can, move. He can run. He's willing to throw the ball down the field. I like all those things about him, but he also makes horrible decisions with the football. He said, "Can we get Zeke? Quit playing landlord for Wakanda. You're gonna open up old scars." But yeah, man. I'm finna depart, man. Like, this has been a very sad show. Very sad ass show. So for anybody just now coming in, Overshown is done for the year. John Stevens Jr. is done for the year. And then Matt Walesko, primary backup right tackle, is day to day. Yeah, Rush is looking better. And that's not saying much. Neither one of them look good. Yo, Sam Broom Fragrances, what's up with you, my boy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. We're going to get out of here, though, man. So on the way out, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit those Eagle fans upside the head, hit the cash out with the super chats to get your raffle entries, man. But, we're going to depart. So, hey, just keep the young boys in your prayers, man. Uplift them in your thoughts. Hey, uplift each other. It's probably a hard day to be a Dallas Cowboys fan right now, man. But we shall overcome. We shall still do everything that we wanted to do. So what time tonight? Probably about 8, 9. I'm probably gonna take a couple hours off before I spin the block and come back. Hey, y'all already know I said bring in another quarterback, but that's a conversation for tonight. I'll probably see if I can get West on here with me tonight too. So it's easier to grieve, when you got somebody with you. But yeah, man, I'm out. I'm gonna holler at y'all folks, man. God bless, and I'll see y'all later.